Welcome to Q Aquatics and Exotics. I think it's Sunday. Are we live? Yay! I think we're live. Testing. A 1, 2, 3. I like testing this way better.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Na hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.
How is everybody doing tonight? What is the date tonight? It's in the teens. I know that. February. I'm very happy. 18th? Is it the 18th? Look at it. How do I not know what day of the week it is? I know it's a Sunday. The 19th. I was so close. So close. Sunday the 19th. Oh, my brother's birthday's coming up. The 21st. Who do we have? Sigoni Nona. Sigoni Noni. Oh my God. We're going to start this again. Am I going to do this with names? No. Spaghetti Nona. What's up? Long Family Shoal. How is everybody? Why's in the house? Scotty the Fish Freak. I'm here and I even hit the thumbs up already. Oh, I like your logo. I gotta see it closer. I can't really see it from the chat. Kind of looks like water dripping on a wheel. I like it. Dennis, hello. Anthony's Fishy Friends, how are you? Emma the Sea Witch, what's going on? How are you doing? Linda Worth is in the house. Larry D, got anything spicy going on tonight? Like the spicy Sky Dancers in the house. What is my friend's handle? Hello, Freaky. What's up? Legacy Hobbyists. How are you? That's Melvin, right? I'm gonna take a shot. I like it. Legacy Hobbyist. Yeah. Oh, Craig's Catfish. I struggled with a thumbnail tonight. I don't know why. I'm trying to catch everybody that's in the chat without reading the chat too much because then I'll get sidetracked. Oh, my Ornata. Bashir Onata. What is it? The Polypterus Ornata is out and about. Nope. As soon as I said it, he goes away. Like, really? Hello, Mike's Aquatics and Things. How are you? Okay. Yep. 2 million Scoville popcorn to review. Hot, spicy popcorn? Oh, I like my popcorn with butter and salt. Salt can get a little spicy there, Larry. Pet Sodics, how are you? So, I don't know if you were in the house last week. I think you were watching a little bit of football. I'm not so sure. I'm not sure, but for some reason, it holds the white hearts for review, and I have to prove them all. What is a white heart? And it's just the white hearts that do it for some reason. Isn't that funny? Do they mean something different than we don't know, maybe? I don't know. What is a white heart? Play that funky music, white boys. So, Petsodix was not here last week when I did the unboxing of this mug, so I want to show him that, yes, I think this is an amazing mug. The quality came out great. It's so hard to text. I'm pretending it's flat earth with a beta. No, I'm just joking. Don't got flat earthers, don't hit me up. I'm just joking. Make this world a better place. Very good quality, very good mug. Hit up Putzotix if you want to be a part of this, because who wouldn't want a mug like this, right? And yes, I sell mugs, but I also support my friends, so yeah, like Reptiles, I just don't have any coffee. I don't have any coffee, guys. I got so sick this last week. I don't know if it was food poisoning. For me, when I'm sick, please, I eat. I got a stomach iron, like a stomach of iron. Nothing bothers me except for this Renata. Oh, as soon as I go for the camera, just stay out, buddy. Just stay out front and show off. You're beautiful. He's in the corner. Now oh, look at how beautiful. Beautiful dreamer. Whoa. See how he really took off? He does not like this camera. I should have kept it on there for the starry night and everything else. Crystal. Hello, Crystal. How are you? Hey, Aqua Garden. Aqua Garden Zen. What's going on? So yeah, I got so sick. The first couple days, I can't even describe. And a stomach bug, to me, would last 24 hours. Well, I wasn't even able to drink coffee for almost 3 days. And even then, on the fourth day, I was just like sipping. I sipped bone broth. And that didn't stay down. It's 4 days, 5 days. But anyway, lost 10 pounds in the process. So I figure, why not start my healthy lifestyle? Healthy eating. Because I want to do it, but once you're eating and binging on carbs and stuff, it's really hard to get away from it. But I think somebody knocked me upside the head with a 2x4 because I got away from it for 5 days. So, but I haven't had coffee in the house because it just made me nauseous and sick. I probably had 2 full cups of coffee put together in the last 5 days. Yeah. That was bad. Only Oscars. What's up, Only Oscars? So it's been interesting. It's like so sick I couldn't. It was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I'm doing well, Q. How are you? Today, I'm doing amazing. So I'm okay. I had food yesterday. I had soup yesterday. Everything's good. And today I had a little bit more regular food. I had like my fried egg with cream cheese in it. That was good. John got me some like panini of some sort, but I took the bread off and it was like all the melted cheese and meat, and I just ate that. That was good. What else did I have? I think that was it so far. But I think now I'm ready for a cup of coffee. I'm starting to get like I don't know, man. Sarah, I will approve your white hearts if you want to post them. I was just giving you a hard time. Yeah, isn't that funny with the white hearts? How do you get a white heart? When I type in the chat, does it give me the opportunity? Do I just click in white heart? Well, it's my stream. I guess maybe that's why mine went through. I typed in the words white heart. A white heart popped up, and I posted that. So I don't know if that's a white heart. Well, technically, it is a white heart. Making some plans for the spring. We have Bucks County Aquarium Society auction coming up in April, and I really want to bring some fish in. I want to try my hand at. I think I want to sell some fish. Yeah, I do. It's going to be exciting. Like, I'm always very nervous about bagging up fish, but this is local. They're only going to be in bags. I guess I'll bag it up the day before because I got to be at the auction pretty early. Susie C. Susie C. No, I didn't see. Oh, why? You had to approve me? If you're not a mod and you type a white heart in it, it holds it for review. That's so odd. It must mean something. Something that's very ridiculous that we don't know anything about. I also have an unboxing to do, but I'm going to save that. Oh, I did a video. I got sent some black soldier fly larvae. Now, I know you guys are fish keepers, and I probably could have fed this to a lot of my fish. They would have loved it. But I fed it to my reptiles and didn't save any back for my chickens. Oh my God, my chickens, that's like crack to them. But I thought it was pretty cool. And I've never had a company send me something to do a review on. Besides Higer. I did a hose review on Higer, a light review, and they're sending me something else to go with my upcoming video on my 5 favorite gadgets for my fish room. So that's going to be good. That's coming up this week. That's pretty cool. But anyway, the auction, I'm not going to try to figure out what fish, but I think if I mentally prepare myself to bag up fish before, put them in buckets, and just bring them to the auction. The biggest part for me is filling out the form. I'll just fill out the form ahead of time. I think it'll be good. And it's one of the few auctions around town where the split is $1 a bag. So if my fish sell for $10, $1 goes to the club. I get 9. So that's a sweet deal. So I'm thinking about bringing some fish. I'm not bringing some plants because I love my plants. I have enough tanks that every time I have to split a plant apart, I just put it in another tank. I just got 3 Higer heaters for the auction. They are sending lights too. Oh, awesome. That is awesome. There's so many donors, amazing companies giving stuff to the auction. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a huge auction. We've gone a couple years without it, and I'm really excited. Really, really excited about it. So that's a spring. That abandoned tank, Founder Tome, is all set up. I have the some of the decorations that was in it, some of the fish that was in it, and a skimmer canister filter that I think I broke. When you close it up and you seal it, and then there's that extra red lever. It's that red lever I broke off. I'm going to try it anyway. Who cares? The white heart emoji depicts a classic representation of a heart. Colored white or gray, it is commonly used to represent love, support, close bonds, and admiration. Well, isn't that funny? I don't like Higer products. Why don't you like Higer products only? Is that because they're made in China? They're made in China? That's why we can do $1 a bag donate, because the donations. Okay, cool. It's amazing. I'm pushing for the $1 a bag only goes towards club members. Everybody else gets like a 80-20 split or something like that. But the $1 a bag is so great. Plus, I'm on membership. I'm trying to drive up membership. So I just thought, Susie, you don't see the messages held for review? I am very grateful that I see the comments. I am so grateful for my mods, because no, I don't see that. There was a lot of, like hanky-panky and stuff going on a couple months back. I didn't see all that. And then people are banned. I don't see that. Once in a while, I get into this space in YouTube and I'll see, oh, these people are banned from your channel. I'm like, but no, I don't see. I'm on Ecamm. I'm not on YouTube. Now, I am on YouTube on this end, but there's nothing back end. It's just a regular. This is just in case there's a super chat or something colorful comes by, a super sticker. I don't miss it. because Ecamm doesn't do good. Everything stays the same colors. I feel like I'm taking. Oh, is there a lot now? Everybody's putting in white. Everybody's putting in white hearts because of it. Well, I can tell you, and I know it might not be worth anything, but I appreciate it so much. Those of you who are modding, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know I just could do that. So another thing that's sparking this spring cleaning of my fish room, besides the auction and get ready, I'm thinking about my Red Devil, Guy Smiley. I don't know if that's the venue. If anybody is going to be there looking for big, nasty, beautiful fish, but if he was in a contest, he would win. So maybe he would. Now I'll be under review. It's so worth it. Only Oscar says no. Oh, because they don't last longer than a year. The lights can't get wet. I need them to be waterproof for my cats. Gotcha, gotcha. The one upstairs. Oh, what happened with it? Oh, Sophie chewed through the cord. So I just spliced the wires and it's still working. I didn't have that problem. I have that problem with any tank that Spicy jumps on. And I never thought about I would never be able to afford waterproof lights for and all of these. Oh my. Oh my. I just make sure I get these double twin wall polycarbonate sheets and make my own little lids, but I don't make them to fit. I make them a little big so they're more of a table, very sturdy, like the cat jumps on them, like you can hear boom. Yeah. So that's so this abandoned I keep forgetting, like if I start talking and I go and you guys understand, it's just me. But this 120, I was very happy I found a home for it. But I got to say, deep down, I was very jealous. Because that's the tank I want. That's the tank I need in my fish room. I need to upgrade some of my tanks. And because my fish room is not ready, I didn't do any of the footwork to make it ready. So I had to pass on it. So I'm going to get my fish room ready for what I want. Like build it and it will come. And hope that there's another free, beautiful, large, healthy tank down the road that somebody is just trying to get rid of. Because I'm like kicking myself. But it went to a good home, and these people are very happy about it. They've already upgraded everything. Lady R says, you have a kitty named Sophie? Oh, my parrot, my Severe Macaw is named Sophie. My Severe Macaw is Sophie. She chewed through it. Did you guys hear that bubbling? That's this canister filter. I love this FX6. I love it. Like that's the only canister in my whole fish room that's a brand new one. Love it. But every once in a while, when it starts up, all those air bubbles kick out and it's kind of loud. It did get all the fish stirring around like, wait, what? Let's see. Look again. There you go. I could look at that all day long. All day long. Uh-oh. Jack Dempsey just chased. Jack Dempsey is now bigger than my Starry Night cichlid. I can't wait for that Starry Night cichlid to start buffing up. She's beautiful, and I might need to move that Starry Night cichlid, because what if she's getting picked on and I don't realize it? This is just a big, big-ass fish. Good evening to anyone I missed. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Parrots are amazing animals. They are. And my parrot just recently said 2 new words. One, she was talking to John and called John Bay. I'm like, did she just call you Bay? I'm like, you're my Bay. Like, wait, what just happened there? And I was talking to the cat, and she said, kitty. So she's starting to come out with some more new vocabulary, and it must have been the words of the last year or so. She's been practicing at night under her breath. That's pretty cool. So if you guys went to a fish auction, would anybody buy a red devil about this big? Red devil. I was thinking about bringing Jay Wilson, the Oscar, but he's no longer angry Oscar, and he's in a good place. Definitely don't want to bring a big pleco because they were rehomed to me, so they're just staying with me forever. I am gonna. Can I put a pleco in with the Bashirs, the Polypterus? I think a pleco in that 180 over there would be awesome. And then I'm definitely not going to put one in with Triton, who's down there in the corner because I turned his light off. What if he came up here, babe? Are you going to come over and say hi? No. All right, you stay there. So yesterday I had friends come over that were looking around the fish room, and Triton jumped up, hit the lid, cut himself a little bit on the cheek. I mean, he made a big splash because I came in showing them the food that I was using and stood there and talked for a while. He didn't like that. He expected me to come over and, like, there's a routine I do. And when I didn't do that, he very loudly reminded me it's time to feed him. My next door neighbor's parrot has been driving me nuts. Oh, I'm sure. Wouldn't a Bashir choke on a pleco? That would be my question. And yes, I'm sure I have a water bottle. I don't use it to spray Sophie before people get all call PETA on me. I do use it and look at her like I'm looking at you, but it doesn't matter because she loves playing in the water. So, Craig's pile the bodies on an ant pile and send me the skulls. Ooh. Received a donation of Furts from Nilco G. Oh, cool. That's cool. Fucking parrot, yeah. You're not kidding. So John, HVAC guy, right? John Baga. And he's doing this lady's house who's got two parrots. One's like 80 years old. They're cockatoos. Two different kinds of, like an umbrella and something else. But they're both cockatoos. And there's an 80-year-old and a younger one that's like 20 years old. And he said they scream at each other the whole time he's there. The lady can't even focus on anything. She's got a routine that she comes home from work, feeds them, puts them to bed, and covers them. So I say to him, why don't you find out if she wants to get rid of one? Because maybe they're just screaming at each other. And I know they're going to be screaming here too. And he just, no. Nope. He said no. Mark, all that time I thought that was Saint's dust teasing me. 6 a.m. Susie every morning. 6 a.m. Okay. Eastern? 6 a.m. I'm up at 6 a.m. I'm up at 5 a.m. I know, right? My birds love the water ball. They do. She does. Oh my gosh. And water bowls. So she does say water very clearly. She wants water. She'll tell me she wants water. So, and she won't come in the shower with me. She won't come into the bathroom with me, but I'll give her a bowl of water and she just takes a full out, splash water everywhere, has a time of her life for a good 45 minutes to an hour in that water. Love the way you pronounce Bashir, Susie. I pronounce it the same way. At least I know I'm not alone. Yeah, I don't know where I heard that from, but every time I heard it, and then there was all these different ways of saying it, I'm like, well, then I'll just say Polypterus. And I don't even know if I'm saying that right. But it's either Polypterus or Bashir. Cockatoos scream all day, right? Wouldn't that be great? Now, I guess it's not, because when Sophie screams, I got to tell you, I start getting on edge. And I can't. Usually, amongst chaos, I can remain calm for the most part. But that screaming, the screaming, I just like, oh, shut, and I talk nice. I'm like, come on, Sophie, blah, blah, blah. And one time I just like screamed at her. I'm like, shut up. John just started laughing because that's so not me. That's him all the time. And I yell at him, don't curse at her. Don't make those. And I just did it. I would think they would like to be misted for their feathers. Oh, absolutely. They love to be misted. And then she'll sit there and spread her feathers like this. But there's a lot of people out there with water bottles and cats and all like a way to keep them away from your plants and stuff. They said that's inhumane. I'm like, inhumane? That's the lazy way. Like, that's my way of like, get away from that plant. Get away. Stop. From the couch. I don't know. Maybe that's old school. Maybe that's just old school. Feeding time in the jungle. Yeah, right? Oh, yeah. Or looking for your mate in the jungle. They'd have no problem. I am too now, thanks to the bloody birds on the... Oh, I make the American streams. Okay. At 6 a.m. the birds go off. Mine had screened-in porch with misters. Oh, my cause. If mine were out on a screen porch, my neighbors would kill me. I'd have to compensate with something. Something. Yeah. Because it's like, it's so bad that I can hardly take it sometimes. But anyway. Nice. We need to promote that pronunciation more. Cool. I'm down with it. That's how I say it. Oh, yeah, I had somebody in my fish room. I got to tell you, I was a bit mortified. My fish room, since my daughter broke her arms, has been slacking. Because I've been over there a lot. Now that she's taking care of herself, it's going to take a long time. And during that time, John had drilled holes through all the ceiling beams. There's sawdust everywhere because he's going to run hot and cold water over here to the sink. And I'm walking around, I'm like apologizing. I'm like, I don't ever remember apologizing for my fish room. I'm like, you don't like it, get out. But I felt bad. I was like, oh my God, it doesn't usually look like this. And I'm like, lately it has. Well, it is getting better. Just one, I'm working on the reptile room now. Like I said, I cleaned up the floor and everything. I think I talked about that last week. That's good. I just got to get in here. I think I'm going to take this desk down. Is it really that important that I'm all set up for a live stream? Yeah, I guess it is that important. I think it is that important. But I don't need a 5 foot by 5 foot L desk here. I could have just a small little, like a TV table, like tiered TV table, like computer desk with this stuff on it, my chair, and then I could have, I was going to say it, more tanks. Mark me either. What? You don't know who? Oh, it's different Dusty. I don't know any Dusty. But yeah, this unboxing is going to be fun. If anybody is interested in supporting my channel, check out my last video. Even if black soldier flies aren't for you, that would help me out tremendously. If you watch that video in its entirety, I've been totally thrown out of the algorithm of YouTube because I have not been a good YouTube player lately at all. I've been doing live streams and shorts. I haven't been uploading videos. So, and it's not my forte. My forte is more fish. So if you want to support my channel, if you could just watch that video. If you like it, give it a like. If you want to share it to anybody who has animals like chickens or reptiles or fish that eat live food, share it with them because these people are local to this area, but they ship. And it's just amazing. It was great food. It was great food. Mark, it was a little over the top. It was just fun when I thought St. Dust was just playing. I wouldn't have been such a good sport otherwise. Oh. Hello, hello, Bob Kaler. What's up? Sandy in the house? Sandy! I hope I didn't miss a lot of people. I might have. Oh no! Where did the soldiers' flies come from? Grub Terra. Have to hit them up for a donation. Grub Terra. One word. Absolutely. Absolutely. A bit too friendly for someone I don't know. Ooh, hey, Paul. Yeah, I get a little creeped out sometimes. Oh, I'm looking on my YouTube. I'm froze. Am I froze? I'm like this. Oh my God. I don't know if you can hear the puppies upstairs. They got the zoomies right now. I hear them going from there to there to there to there. Because they don't have free reign of the house yet. Obviously, they're only 11-week-old puppies. Puppies. Let me tell you, I'm doing training 3 to 4 times a day. I segregate out a whole cup of their food, their kibble, and that's their treats for the training. And their sessions are so short, and I swear they don't know why they're getting treats. They just happen to be sitting. Like, I don't think anything's clicked with them yet at all. But I say lay down, lay down, lay down, and sooner or later they lay down and they get treats and they just stay there, and I keep giving them treats. I'm like, am I doing this right? I'm just trying the positive reinforcement. But you can't really enforce positive things if they don't do positive. So I gotta make it simple. I think this will work. I'm already so in love with these fur balls. Oh my goodness. Susan, when your electric goes off, you'll know what the puppies chewed. Oh. Yes. I think it was my AAA bill. I think it was my AAA, my new AAA card. Thank goodness I get it electronically as well. You know. Did I snort? Yeah. Yeah, trying to swap out, nonchalantly as they're chewing on the leg of my table. Here's a chew toy instead, because I'm so old school with all my other dogs growing up. My father was like big, stern, 6'4", 250-pound, swatting them in the butt and stuff like that. Like, I'm not doing that with these guys. Might be a mistake, but I'm doing positive enforcement. And then I noticed I'm doing it with my granddaughter as well. She says, "Did you just yes me?" She did something wrong. I'm like, "Yes." And I'm like, "I did." Without even thinking about it. Look at who's here. Whip's World, Dragon Lair. Better you than me, Q. I am dang old. I can feel it. Which isn't bad because they're so little. I'm doing it. Then I saw some Labradors that were probably about 5 months old. Still puppies, but they were big. Fast. And I'm like, oh, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? I am getting into shape. Once I teach them how to walk on a leash, because right now they have no clue. Max is ready to go on the leash, and Bella just sits down and she won't get up, move, anything. I'm like, nothing, not even for treats. She just, as soon as the leash is on, she lays down. I'm like, that's not helpful. But I live right on a canal. So I thought, how great is this canal? As unfortunately, there were people back in the day that built the canal, but I get to appreciate it today, and I thank for their hard sweat labor, which I'm sure they didn't get paid for. But for miles, the canal is level. Every once in a while, there's a step up, but it's such a level walk that it makes it easy to walk a couple miles. So I'm thinking I'm going to take them for walks on the canal. Easy to clean up the poop because there's that red clay. There's there's geese and ducks and turtles, and it's a beautiful walk. And I can walk from here. It goes up like 30 or so miles, but I might make 2 miles. Got to remember, only go 1 mile because I got to come home. But that's right behind me. I'm right in between a river and a canal. So I think this is great. This is great. But yeah, the training is intense. It's intense. Enjoy the rest of the stream, everyone. Time to get ready for a doctor's appointment. Good luck, Mark. I have a vet's appointment on Wednesday for their last shot. Lumpy in the house? Is Lumpy in the house? I didn't see a Lumpy dog. I see people saying hi to Lumpy, so I'm going to assume Lumpy dog's in the house. Oh, Lefty's passing through while writing my paper for the week. Hope you have a good stream, Susie. See you, peeps. I just started writing a paper, Lefty. I came up with an idea, a question that needs answering, and started doing research. And I thought, what's the best way to do this? That when I go to tell people about my outcome, they'll say, well, where did you hear that? Where did you see that? So now I'm like citing my sources and stuff. I'm like, I'm just like writing a paper. So I'm writing a paper on, should you get your dog spayed or keep her intact? Big if, no breeding is going to go on. There's going to be absolutely no breeding. Greg Jones is lurking. How's that baby of yours, sir? Lumpy said, I have polar blue cichlids. I have polar blue cichlids. Ow. I can bring polar blue. I can't bring them to my Bucks County Aquarium Society for the BAP program, but I can bring some polar blue cichlids, which are beautiful, for the auction. Oh my gosh, that would be great. Bob, then you are about to have a lot of them. Good luck with that. Well, I've had the same 30 for a couple of years now, and I just got 30 of them. They haven't bred well. But if they are, I guess the polar blue cichlids, what makes them the blue stripe is a convex in them. They're pretty breedable, huh? Yeah. So anyway, when I started writing this paper, what did you say? Always good to see. Right. So I'm sourcing my references because I can't stand, like, people say, like, who's people? Who said that? So at least now I know there's a study, and I can't help but see this culture, this push, and I get it 100%, 1000%, that people don't pay attention, or they're not that kind of dog owner. They just want to enjoy their dog. Get your dog spayed if you're not going to, breed them. Absolutely. You don't want any accidents to happen. If you take your dog outside for walks, or you don't know if... Absolutely. But there's this overwhelming urge that says, like, get them fixed because we say so. It's going to help them in the long run. And the more I'm searching now, I'm like, does it help them more in the long run? And some of the things that I'm coming across, I'm like, I don't want to take it as, is that true? Like, getting them spayed or neutered too early could cause a lot of damage. I'm like, so I'm trying to learn without people shoving their opinion down my throat and not giving me I'm looking for facts, not your opinion. I'm looking for facts on what can cause damage if I get I know if I go get it fixed, they're not going to give me a hysterectomy. They're going to tie my tubes. How come I can't get that done for my dog? Or for Max, why can't he get snipped? Why does he have to get fully castrated? Like, is that the only options in this country, is fully the whole hysterectomy and castration? I'm like, I'm so naive on this area. I thought I could get, her tubes tied, burned, singed, whatever, without the full hysterectomy. Or I thought I could get him fixed without the full castration. But I'm finding out in this country, those are really the only two we do. I'm like, So the more I'm digging, I feel like I'm going down into a rabbit hole here. So that's why I started citing references, trying to figure out, and I can't figure out yet which is better and which is worse. The pros and cons, I'm lining them up, but there's a lot of more opinions on the same thing. Unwanted breeding, right up there, number one. Absolutely no disputing that whatsoever. But if there's a responsible person out there that understands the heat cycle and the actual time frame of that heat cycle that's they're viable. Oh, and the other thing that got me is what they call an animal that's not fixed intact. That just kind of like made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Well, of course I want my dog intact. What does that mean? What do you mean? Like, I just, So I'm just starting my research. I'll let you know my outcome. Susie, yes, it saves them from many horrible diseases. The fact, ovarian, testicular cancer, which dogs are prone to. See, all this kind of stuff is learning. 67, yeah, there's so many dogs because there's no owners, unwanted pregnancies. I understand that. I'm looking for the medical reasons aside from unwanted pregnancies. Aside from that, because that's not going to be the situation with my two. And I'm only looking for me. I'm not looking for anybody else in the world. So I'm looking for the Black Lab breed and at what age. I've already found out scientifically, don't get it done at 6 months. If you can hold off to 18 months, hold off. Because there's so many things that go on inside each organ. I can't even get into it because I'm still marking all this down. Male dog and larger breeds are more likely to develop hip dysplasias if neutered before they're mature. I learned that. That was one that came with a scientific study that was done 10 years ago. It was peer reviewed and it was proven. Okay, that's not opinion. We'll put that there for this, and this breed. Not all breeds. So now I've changed my little box that I'm writing everything in to breeds, and I realized I just really care about Black Labs, Hounds, German Shepherd, because that's what my mix is. So it's very fascinating. I am like blown away at the things I don't know about my dog. Like, I'm blown away. Absolutely blown away. So I'm learning more, doing the research, taking notes. I figure I got time anyway to find out. Boom. Yeah, there's a and some of the things that they were saying for females for reasons to get it done. First of all, being a woman and a mother of 4 daughters, some of these reasons made me spit my coffee out laughing. It's messy, it's embarrassing, it attracts male dogs, they have mood swings, behavioral, you can't go on vacations, like all these things. I'm thinking, I had 4 daughters. Like, I know that just comes with being female. Like, not even a dog, that comes with being female. Like, then I'm like, oh my God, I'm equating this to a human. I gotta stop it. Otherwise, I'm gonna be neutering all the kids out there. Like, let's get back to the reality, get back to facts, get back to facts. So, and I'm not looking to, to find both sides to argue or not argue. I'm just looking for the pros and cons for the medical health of my dogs. Medium to large size breed, very high energy dogs. And I do got to be careful because I got a male and female in the same house. So that's what I'm looking for. And at what age would it be the best? And I'm trying to find now a vet, like, can't you just tie the tubes? Or what do they call guys when they just get snip? They don't get their balls cut off, right? I said balls. I'm definitely good to see both sides of an argument. Yeah, I like to see both sides. I see your apprehension between exposure to anesthesia. Yep, stunted development. And a great vet, they are not telling me things. That's the problem. Is this is the 3rd vet I've called. Now, I'm going to my vet, but I've called 3 vets, and it's like they're saying the same thing out of some book. Yep, you're going to want to get her done at 6 months, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I'm not asking that. Like I'm asking, is there a better age than 6 months? Like what would happen if she got fixed at 12 months? Or like what is it that could happen? Like long term effects of getting it done too early. Um, so it's funny. I'm not getting. So I have to keep doing the research. Like so I said, I feel like I went down the rabbit hole. Generally, I wait until after the first heat for a female dog or cat. That way, the sexual development technically is underway. Okay, that makes sense. Now, my cat is very different because she's not even 5 pounds. Like, she needs to, she's already gone through 2 heats and she's not 5 pounds yet. She's just a teeny tiny kitty. Just a little teeny tiny kitty. Patrick, all dogs, both sexes, if altered before their parts are mature, can suffer from short urethra and other urinary issues. I heard that too. And I heard cancers and I heard dysplasia and if done too early. Ovarian cancer at double if not spayed. I heard that too. And the mammary something. So just trying to find those studies of what that age is. And the one that I saw for mammary is if you got an older dog that's had several litters, more susceptible than if you get your dogs, and if they're like 2 years old and haven't gotten them spayed yet. There's a very slight chance. So it's like, okay, so if I could push it off to 18 months, that's better than, that's what I'm thinking. Agreed. There is definitely a lot of developmental process in all animals. Yeah, we got all our stuff was made for a reason. Lady R, then they recommend 2 years of age for the big dogs. Yep. There's some of the things that I'm learning, but I have zero education on it, zero proof of anything, zero medical records. What I do have proof of is the overpopulation and not enough people take homes. Ruthie was close to a year when she was spayed. We wanted to wait longer for Cosmos to be neutered. Lower extremities, yeah, were obscenely large for his breed. Heightened aggression, too. I've heard that. I took my fish to the local vet and he laughed at me. Well, I lost him. In Canada, it costs more if they had a heat cycle. Oh, really? I guess it complicates things. Big Shrimpin' AKA says, go to an old school vet, over 50 years old. I think I will. I want to look for more of a country vet. A country vet might understand where I'm going more and understand, like, I just want to get them snipped. I don't want to get them desexed. Like, just snipped a little bit so that they can't reproduce. 1 year is a good bet. I like that. That's where I was leaning. 1 year, 18 months. I've also heard that with the older female dogs, if I wait till they're too old, then yeah. Shepherd Dane puppies. Wow. Chop after 2. The aggression is bad. Yep. So, but I had no idea what kind of rabbit hole I was getting into. I just assumed what these people were saying was fact, when in fact it's an opinion, and it's a very good opinion, but it's not fact. So that's where I started my research paper. And so he says, why are you doing homework? You're not in school. I said, well, I kind of like life is school. Like life is always school. Sometimes neutering does not lower aggression. Yeah, sometimes there's aggressive dogs. I'm trying now, which is why I'm spending so much time on 4 or 5 short sessions a day of training. Because I really want them to sit when I say sit, stay when I say stay. Because these dogs are going to be, I feel like if I had boys instead of girls, they're going to overpower me one day. And I need to be alpha in their life. Like, I need to be their leader. I can't have them walking all over me, man. They're going to be some good-sized dogs here, and I'm old, and half the time I'll be on skates. I waited till my beagle was 2. Okay. I can imagine. With 2 unfixed opposite sex dogs. I don't know. I'm looking at that's why I was trying to do the research. Like, which one would be best, the least amount of damage to get fixed first? You know, like, which would it be better for the male to get fixed first or the female? Or, and I can keep them separate. I can keep them separate. I can understand, like, I understand when she goes into heat, how long I'll have, even just keeping her separate for that time frame from everybody and everything. I can do that for one full heat, maybe two. Could I do that for a lifetime? Would I and want to? No, because I have no intention of breeding her. I just don't want to shorten her lifespan, be the one to cause the cancer, the hip dysplasia, all these other things if I get it done too early. But yeah, no. Don't let them learn to skate. You'll be a leader of the pack. Oh, believe me, they're in their crates. But I skate while they're napping, while they wake up. They just sit there and watch me. They're in their crates watching me. I skate right back and forth between one crate and the other crate and one crate and the other crate. Yeah, they're going to get used to that. I think it's going to be fun, but I got dreams. Phantom worries me. He's so strong. If he wanted me, chew me to bits. Yeah, that's what I'd be afraid. If these dogs are bigger and stronger than me, well, they're labs, so they're not. I don't believe that's indicative of this breed. Of course, there's always those one-offs, but I still want them to respect what I say. I can't have anybody pulling me on the leash. For goodness sake, I'm over 60. No pulling. No pulling. We got to get that fixed before we even start going for walks. There's another reason why I chain him to show who's boss. Does that show who's boss? I don't know. I don't do that while they're babies. When we play pull tag, the tug of war, I initiate it and I end it. That's, in my mind, that's showing them who's the leader. They just can't come up to me with the chew toy and we start playing. I'll make sure I grab it out of their hand and I tell them to sit. And then I go, okay, let's go. In my head, I think that does something. I don't know. Subi, lab mixes in what? A chain beside his bed. Lab mix, it's lab, hound, and shepherd. So the father is lab and hound, and the mother is lab, hound, and shepherd. So, but everybody who looks at Bella says she looks like she's got Rottweiler in it, but it's just the coloring, I think. The breeder says he doesn't know of. Teach them to heel early. Yep, the dogs can pull you while you're on your roller skates. That's once they learn how to walk properly and listen, that's what the harness will be for. If they're on a harness, they can pull. But if they're on their leash, no. There's no pulling going on here. I got so much training to do, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Oh my gosh. I got so much learning to do myself. And I'm trying to train them separately as well as together. That's always fun. So I got a little training stand that they jump up on that, and that's where we do it. But I tell you that they look like they're absolutely clueless. They're just happy when they happenstancely get treats. Like, they're just happy. Like, do you even know why you're getting a treat? I'm like, I don't care. Good girl. Yes, because they're sitting. I said sit. Eventually, they got in that position, got a treat, and figure I'm going to stay in this position. It has nothing to do with knowing that it's sitting. Salient Skipper, what's up? Sup? Yeah, big dogs. That's what I thought. Big dogs. I have 100-pound shepherd laying on me right now, snuggling. Oh, that's awesome. Well, you guys are so helpful. Thank you so much. I was supposed to be talking all about the fish stuff. Susie, you're doing the right thing to make them sit before you play. They can understand you. I'm hoping. I'm boss. I make them sit before I put their food down. Make them sit and calm down before we do this. and they walk around the house with these like associate treats and good behavior. That's what I'm hoping for, man. It works for me. Well, I gotta go. I gotta go let them out before Tennessee Fish Mafia. I didn't see the link. Are we on tonight? I should have looked ahead of time. Bob, are you in the chat? Did anybody see a message from Bob that we were or were not going? Time. I'm gonna go let the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? And then I'm gonna head on over to